Milk, and you can have your milk at home while we have ours in the Romper Room. Would you like to give one for you and one for Sandra? And would you like to pass those along? Thank you, dear. That's right, just put the mat in front of you. You can be looking at the mat.
It's Mr. Doobie.
Mr. Doobie, yes. And that cup can go along to Adelaide. And Jodie, can you put your hands together, please, when you have a cup in front of you? Hands together, eyes closed, and we'll say the words with the girls and the boys at home. For our family, our friends, and our food, we say thank you. You can put your cup back here when you're ready, and Matt's over here. Let's see what Wendy's doing.
After just Wendy this
Today.
time.
You haven't had a turn yet, have you?
No. I have.
You have you? I hope you all have a turn. I wonder if she's still on holidays. Do you think she is? Where would you like her to go?
The beach.
Oh, to the beach, all right. Well, that looks like a good dress to wear to the beach, doesn't it? What's that?
Sun.
The sun. She went to the beach the other day.
Yeah.
They're her shoes and socks. Are there any flowers growing at the beach? Oh, I don't know, are there? Isn't it too sandy? Are there any birds? Oh, what about that?
Seagull.
It looks like a seal. There might be a seal in the water. Or perhaps she could take a toy one, couldn't she? Thank you, dear. Would you like to have a game of Simon Says now? We'll put our chairs in and come over here where we have more room. Can you put your chairs in? That's right. You know this game. Remember we had it last time? I caught lots of children. I wonder if you'll be listening this time. You know where to stand? That's right, just in front of me. Well, back further. You can go over here where you have more room. That's fine. Or a little bit closer than that. Just standing in front of me. See that line there? That dark line on the floor? Can't you see it there? Come in close. That's right. Just stand on that. You want to do what Simon says. If Simon says hands together, if Simon says touch your hair, if Simon says hands behind. If I said bob down, would you?
Yeah.
No. You want to do what Simon says. Simon says hands on shoulders. Simon says touch your ears. Simon says hands behind. Bob down. Did Simon say bob down?
No.
Quickly, standing up. Oh, that's better. Simon says hands up. Simon says hands down. Simon says hands up. Hands down. I didn't catch Jodie. Good, good. You've played this game before, haven't you? All right, Simon says hands down. Simon says show me one finger. Simon says show me two fingers. Simon says show me three fingers. Show me four fingers. How many fingers are you holding up? 1, 2, 3? Only 3?
3.
I hope so. Only 3 fingers? That's good. Simon says hands down. Simon says stand on 1 foot. Simon says stand on 2 feet. Simon says stand on 1 foot. Simon says stand on 2 feet. Bob down. Well, that's better. You remembered. Simon says bob down. You can. Simon says bob down. You can. Don't you get? Don't you, Bob? Simon says stand up. Simon says bob down. Stand up. Did Simon say stand up? Good girl. No, I caught you, except for Jody, except for you at home. Simon says stand up. Well, listen very carefully this time. I might catch you. It's a tricky one. Simon says do this. 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 Do this. Well, I didn't catch Jody again. That's very good there. Would you like to try and catch the children in the romper room? You come and stand in front of me. All right, you can have a turn of being Simon says. You tell the children, what would you like them to do? You don't know? Well, you could get them to put their hands on their shoulders. Simon says hands on shoulders. You say that. Oh, a little bit louder than that. I don't think they heard.
Simon says hands on shoulders.
Where else? Simon says
Bob
hands. Simon says bob down. You can. What else? You could tell him to stand up.
stand up.
Well, he didn't catch. Oh, I was nearly going to say you didn't catch Pieta then. Well, you caught them all. We'll have another turn. Thank you, dear. You can go back now. All right. Are you listening carefully? Last turn. Simon says bob down. Simon says stand up. Simon says bob down. Simon says touch your knees. Simon says touch your shoulders. Simon says touch your neck. Simon says touch your knees. Simon says stand up. Touch your shoulders. Did Simon say touch your shoulders?
Yes.
No, he didn't. I caught you then. Simon says come and sit over here. Simon says sit down. You might have some news to tell me today, have you? We'll start with Angela. Come on, what have you been doing? Or after this commercial. Now, Angela has some news to tell us.
I had a comb in a blue bowl
You found a comb? Where?
in the shed.
You found a comb in the shed. What was it doing in the shed?
I don't know.
Oh, I wonder who it belonged to. Was it Mother's? Father's?
It was Daddy's bowl.
Father's bowl. What does he have the bowl for?
For putting things in.
Oh, what sort of things? What, painting, when he's painting, or when he's fixing the car? He might put some of the parts from the car in it. Was he pleased when you gave it to him?
Here's my man.
Or doesn't he know yet? Haven't you told him yet? You haven't. Do you have a comb?
Yes.
Do you? What colour's your comb?
Yeah, I already brought it.
Have you? Do you know what colour it is?
Brown.
Brown. Thank you, dear. You can sit down now. Sandra, what have you been doing? Would you like to come and tell me? What have you been doing? Are you going away for a holiday? Have you been for one? When did you go?
We went on a train a long time ago.
On a train?
A long time ago.
And did you like it? Where did it take you? Do you remember the name of the place? Did you spend a long time on the train? Did you sleep on it? You can sleep on trains, you know. You didn't. Not the trains that go from one station to the other here, but if you go interstate from one city to another, you can sleep on the train because it's such a long distance.
But there was no beds on there.
You didn't see any beds? No, it has to be a special train. Perhaps one day Mother and Father will take you to have a look at the special train, the express train. It's a very long train.
We went on a long train.
It was a long train, was it? Well, what did you do? You sat down, and then what did you do? Did you look out of the window? What did you see? Can't you remember now? Or did you see lots of houses, or were you in the country and you saw lots of trees?
We saw lots of houses.
You saw lots of houses. Do you have any other news to tell me? Thank you, dear. Sit down. Come on, Jodie. Right around here, dear, so we can see you.
I've been doing some schoolwork.
Some schoolwork, have you? What sort of work?
Well, numbers.
Oh, what numbers can you write?
I mean writing.
Mm-hmm.
I mean writing.
Can you write your name yet? Can you? What does it start with?
J.
J. Yes. Do you know how many letters? You haven't counted them yet. Well, look, we've got your name here, haven't we? On the letter that Mother wrote. We take the S off the end, like that, because that it says Jodie's brother. Well, we don't want Jodie's. We just want Jodie. Can you count those letters? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So you have 5 letters, because words are made up of letters, aren't they? Well, you'll be reading soon. What's your favourite story? Do you have one? Do you have a favourite story? What about the old ones like Cinderella or the Three Bears? Or do you know that? 3 Bears? 3 Billy Goats Gruff. It's a good one.
We've got that on the record.
Have you? I've heard the 3 Bears on a record too.
We've got a book about 3 bears.
Have you? There's a story of 3 Bears there in the library if you want to have a look later, and lots of other stories. Oh, later on you'll be able to read, especially once you start school. Thank you, dear. Come on, Natalie.
I've been drawing
What have you been drawing?
cats
Cats? Why cats?
and two.
Hmm?
2.
2 cats. Do you like cats, Natalie? Do you have one as a pet? What does it do?
Scratch.
Oh, haven't got any scratches on you though, have you? If you don't tease it, it doesn't scratch, does it? Who looks after the cat in your house?
Mummy and Daddy.
And how does she look after it?
Gives it some food
Hmm? Anything else? Where does it sleep?
in the shed.
Does it? It has its own special corner. Are cats very clever? How do you know they're clever?
I've seen them go on the ride.
They run across the road quickly. What about trees? They can climb trees very well.
And climb very high.
Yes, they can jump. They could probably get to places we couldn't get to.
I know where they could get. They could jump over a river.
Oh, I don't
A
know.
big one like that.
I suppose they can. They usually jump from one tree to another, don't they?
Sometimes
Do they like to
a wild
swim?
cat.
Yeah. I don't know if they like water particularly, but I think they could swim if they fell in. Thank you. What news do you have?
We'll take that one.
Come Come in here so we can see. What would you like to talk about? Forgotten now, have you?
The magic cave.
Oh. What did you do there?
I sit on the person's lap.
Did you? What does he look like? Has he changed at all? He's still got a long white beard? What else?
Lots of things.
What did he ask you?
I asked him for a Barbadon and a big bike.
What did he say?
Yeah.
Did he say he could bring them or he'd try? He can't very well promise, can he? I suppose it's too difficult. But probably he'll try hard. Did you see any of the reindeer? You didn't? Aren't they there with him? How did he get there then?
On the sleds.
Beg your pardon?
And he's got all dressed up by himself.
Did he? He managed it all by himself. He's a clever man. Thank you, dear. And if you have some news for me, you could write to me. There's my letterbox. So you write a letter and you address it to Miss Michele, the Romper Room, care of this station. Would you like to come marching? I think we could have a turn of marching. Come on. If you put your chairs in, then we won't knock into them as we go marching. Put your chair in, that's a good girl. There's a cap. One for you. One for you. Do you have a cap you could put on your head? Just an ordinary hat will do if you haven't the rompering one. And another green one. If it worries you, if it comes off, you can put it on the cupboard.
Mine stays on there.
Stays on. Now, what's this? It's a good one. The clackers or castanets for you. And the maracas. Perhaps you have a maracas you could run and get quickly. Or some... Sounds like Christmas, doesn't it? Is that the bells? There we are, dear. The... Tambourine. For you. And all these are nice. It's a good sound. The rhythm sticks or claves. And where's the drum? Here's the drum. On the drumstick sounds like this.
You got 3.
Yes, some spare ones. So if you have a drum or a tambourine or something else, would you like to run and get it? You could always clap your hands or get 2 wooden spoons if you haven't a musical instrument. Are you ready? Let's mark time. Ready, please, Mr. Music. Knees up. Just stay where you are. Go marching anywhere you like, and you can all say ready Mr. Music for me, please. Music has some friends with him. That was a good time marching, wasn't it? Well, I'll be the leader. Could you make a line behind me? And this time Jodie could ask Mr. Music if he's ready.
Ready, Mr. Music.
Follow the person in front. Around this way, we have another leader. And you could say, ready, please, Mr. Music. Jodie, turn around the other way, dear. You're our leader now, just where you were. Angela, did you ask
I can
Mr.
be the
Music?
leader.
Yes.
ready, Mr. Moon.
Knees up and off we go. Like your straight back. Your own musical instruments away here in the cupboard. I'll take your caps. Thank you. Would you like to put away your cap and drum or other musical instrument? Come and sit down, we have a commercial for you. Here's a little hardwood train. It consists of an engine, a flat car, bulldozer and a caboose. It's made of wood and plastic and the engine has a key for winding it up. No batteries needed and it travels along by itself or pulling the others. It's the little hardwood train. It's available in the toy department of John Martin's. That's John Martin's at Rundle Street, Arndale, Elizabeth and Marion. Ready for the story?
It's a long story.
Yes, it is. We don't have any Catherines here, do we? Oh, somebody at home. It's called Catherine. And there she is. Catherine. This is young Catherine, who lives in Australia with her toys and her pets and her paraphernalia. Her home is a station, a place where they keep horses and cattle and hundreds of sheep. She lives in the country, we say on the land, far from township and neighbours and thinks it's grand. She has mother and father, like me, dear, or you, a pony called Dandy and a tame kangaroo. A jackass who laughs, he laughs loudly and clearly, pet lambs and a dog and she loves them all dearly. She has plenty to do for her family of pets. She feeds them each day and she never forgets. Dandy, her pony, she loves best of all. She feeds him and grooms him and tidies his stall. The men on the place let her watch what they're doing, either drafting or dipping or shearing or shoeing. She loves boundary riding and mustering too, with mother and father and a kind jackaroo. Beg your pardon. Once she rode out with mother and father to see if the sheep and the lambs were as well as could be. They took along with them a sheepdog called Joe, who chases the sheep where he's told they should go. They stopped by Billabong under a tree. For lunch they had chops and a billy of tea. As they rode along home at the end of the day, Catherine saw a black lamb who had wandered astray. She carried him up on her saddle with care, back to the homestead to live with her there. Now he's fed from a bottle and plays with the others, who are all little lambs without any mothers. When shearing time comes, there's lots to be done. Catherine loves helping and finds it great fun. The change in the sheep makes her chuckle with laughter. They're so haughty before and so different after. The men shear so quickly and kindly, it's not unlike helping you out of your coat when it's hot. Catherine rides off to school on her pony each day and picks up her friends whom she meets on the way. On her way home she stops without fail and takes from the mailbox the bread and the mail. Once she opened the mail bag and what did she see? Good gracious, cried Catherine, a letter for me. Her cousin in Sydney had asked her to stay. She was thrilled and departed the very next day. Her uncle and aunt and her nice cousin Peter were all on the platform in Sydney to meet her.
Sydney?
Beg your pardon?
Sydney.
Ooh, it's a long way from Adelaide. You ask Mother and Father to show you on the map when you get home.
And are we going to Sydney?
You're going to Sydney for a holiday. Well, let's see what Catherine does, and you might be doing the same things. As they drove through the city, and they showed her the shops, the buses, the crowds, and the stern traffic cops. The parks and the fountains and buildings so tall, Catherine was simply amazed by it all. On the way to the bridge, Peter showed her the view, told her places they'd go and things they would do. They first went to Manly, Aunt, Peter, and she, and sunned on the sand and surfed in the sea. Catherine thought as she rode on her board through the foam, this isn't like riding dear dandy at home. Catherine loved surfing and got very brave. She dived underneath and she shot every wave. She sailed on the harbour one glorious day and landed for lunch in a nice little bay. Catherine was thrilled to be able to steer as they swept through the water so sparkling and clear. Each day they did something exciting and new. Once they went in a ferry boat off to the zoo. Saw the lion, the tiger, the zebra and yak, and went for a ride on an elephant's back. She loved riding Jumbo, but thought that she'd keep to a pony like Dandy for mustering sheep.
I rode it on an elephant.
Did you? Like that? Then they went to a park, the home of the bear, and also saw emus and wallabies there, and small kangaroos who travel with Mummy in a nice little pouch attached to her tummy. When the mother and father bears climb in the trees, the little ones ride on their backs, if you please. What are they? Koalas. Then she had to go home. Peter promised he would pay her a visit the moment he could. Now Catherine was longing to be home again, but first of all, one night must be spent in a train. Catherine wanted to speed, but they just had to creep till they got past this man with his huge mob of sheep. See the dogs running along the backs? At tea she told Mother and Father what fun she had had and the things she had seen and had done. But although it was grand, she would very much rather be home with her pets and her mother and father. It's a good story, wasn't it? What was it called? Catherine. And that's what she did in the school holidays. She went to Sydney. And you're going there. Would you like to look at that? You might see some of the things that you'll see when you go to Sydney, Peter. You can get a book from the cupboard. Or come to see in the magic mirror. Romper bumper stomper boo, tell me do. Magic mirror, tell me today. Did all my friends have fun at play? Now I can see you. I can see John and Barry. Hello Edward, hello Michael. I can see Anne, Amanda, Sally and Vincent. Hello Craig, hello Leonie. There's Henry, Joanne, Andrea and Hilda. I can see Jeff and Neville. Hello Stuart. Hello Rodney. And I can see Neil, Christine, Anthea, Agatha and Jan. I'll see you again tomorrow in the Romper Room.